So before we get into your injuries, I have to ask you about the tortillas because a lot of people don't know about that ritual. I mean, it's to me, it's the most funnest environment to be in. Especially when you see the organization of the stadiums knowing that there's going to be tortillas like thrown
hmm
on the field. What's funny is I remember Santa Barbara, I went to a men's game and like they were so organized, they had like volunteers on the field ready for like the tortillas to be look at you just rolled your eyes, I love it. And like they had volunteers ready so they can go pick up the tortillas.
Yeah.
I remember being at Cal Poly and there was no organization. It was just like players were like kicking them off the field. So do you have any insight as to being a player in that environment? And for all those who don't know, so when Santa Barbara and Cal Poly meet each other, there are some tortillas being thrown on the field, mainly because the mascot for Santa Barbara is the gaucho, and he has that like sombrero type bill, and so it's like the disc, and so it's like a resemblance of that. But as a player that's been through that obviously for 4 years, what what do you take away from that experience?
Well, it only happened in the men's game. So,
Oh, I didn't know
um,
that. You didn't
yeah.
experience it?
Well, funny
Oh,
enough,
mm.
our senior year, a couple, I want to say, like of the male athletes at my college just brought tortillas and started throwing them on the
Oh, I
field.
like that. Okay.
And it was probably like five, but we would like pick them up and just throw them to the side. There wasn't as many people at our games. Obviously, there was like the normal amount. But the men's games, it would be decked out. Like every single student comes. It's like our football games because, no offense,
Hmm.
our football team isn't the best.
Okay.
um, but uh, it would be the best. Like the men love it,
Mm,
and like you said, it was funny because I think it was this year. People just started throwing random things on the field. It wasn't even
mm.
tortillas, it was like water bottles. And the Santa Barbara coach was like, if you don't control like your stadium, like we're gonna cancel this game. And so then the security started getting down on people.
Yeah.
But it's such a fun environment and the boys love it. It's amazing. It's a good time.
So what you're saying is we should start a movement for the women's side to have more tortillas thrown on the field than a men's game and start that friendly rivalry. And also back to what you
Yeah.
said, I mean, a plastic bottle is way different than a
Yeah.
flour or uh, some form of a tortilla that's soft and very flexible. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, we don't obviously condone plastic bottles being thrown on, but yeah, tortillas, that's a whole different thing. So yeah, I think maybe we should start a movement, which I mean, people may not like, wasting those tortillas, but it sounds like, you girls would love it.
It's funny that you're saying this because I've always been like, if the men have that many people coming, then why don't the women? And it's
Mm,
honestly just comes down to advertising. Like if the schools like come to this game, then people are gonna be like, okay, like let's go to this game. And that's the only time our school like advertises a game is against Santa Barbara for
Santa
the
Barbara,
men's.
yeah.
And they don't do it for any other game or anything for the women's really. Like they don't have a ticket booth for any of the other games that I know of. Um,
Wow. So I mean, we're getting into some deep things now. So I feel like, yeah, we should start. Maybe even next we have to find the schedule, and then we have to promote it ourselves,
yeah,
and get that
exactly.
spirit going.
hmm
So